these numbers are a little skewed because he's got talent. His overalls are better.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run it to the right. There he goes. And it's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to...
All right, some effery.
Everywhere, it's a turnover.
Man, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks in on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Rushes on him. And as he throws, he's got it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds. 46.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if I watched this defense last week, and I'm the quarterback, and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, there's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh my God.
Touchdown Mustang!
Where's my pass
Grabbed
rush?
in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
All right.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout.
Oh my gosh.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
What's happening?
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick completion on the out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Brandon is low, bro.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 2nd interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making play.
There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got him downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a
6 of
completion
8
on
and like
3rd
2
down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't
Good to
break.
see you,
They're
Sir
giving up a bunch
Panda,
of
though.
plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Got it in the middle, it's Joyner. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's not going to take the touchdown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going to the ground. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Get set!
Lewis to throw. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
SMU 7, Florida State 3.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season.
Touchdown, SMU!
Shit.
That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Rides the back on the option to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Come on,
Yeah,
defense.
it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Salter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll send the back in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Wants to throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over and chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense changing the play. Lewis to throw. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown Seminoles!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 17 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you want to finish half strong. This is a great job by this offense, executing down the field, taking up some clock, and punching the football in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Finds his man. It's Joyner. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And they go back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. bring this one out. Really disciplined job by
right,
the
come on.
coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
What up, cameraman?
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Toss to the outside. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now,
Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to pop the draw. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Manny, that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
1 more try on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Complete and looking for the 1st down. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That's caught. It's Salter. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
D-line, bro.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Lewis to throw. Here's a hit. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Salter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back. Make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks.
Now, I knew that was shoot.
It's a missed opportunity for the defense, an opportunity on fourth down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring them down before the sticks.
The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of
Yeah,
the
man.
fastest
I mean,
in the
you
country.
knew it was empty
They knew this
QB
quarterback
draw.
was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Probably need to take the field goal, but
trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
bad play call. Bad play call.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They get to him as he throws.
No.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, they're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job on the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Lewis wants to pass. Complete. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Kidding me, dude.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't
Step
do it.
right
It's
in
a
front of
fresh
that.
set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere
Don't
to
do
go.
that.
They
2
got
field
dominated
goals.
up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Right.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. 1st and 10.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire! If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this.
Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
This is the same team that played freaking at Tennessee, Penn State, and Texas
Now
Tech.
defense, this is the situation where you say,
Gosh,
I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Running into the open space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now
Seriously,
you start
guys,
to climb
when
up
I
the
got
charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect
score in
on.
the
I
second
think
half.
good
Wow.
teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Should challenge this again. Maybe not. I should challenge. Hard time seeing Peter reverse that though. Wow. Holy. We get 4 turnovers and lose. So rushing. Shoot. I really threw 3 because that last one was. Shoot. When he beats Midge, he's going to go to the conference championship. Damn, Louisville dodged everybody. How the hell did that happen? PJ. Yeah. What happened? Big W? No, I got beat. This is Premier, not yeah, R2C. I got beat. All right, T Sky, hold on.